So, so last week we have submitted the financial report regarding to GLX plan consolidation, and today we are going to discuss the non-financial implication for the consolidation strategy. And first of all, we can take a look at Kant's study, and it shows that the corporate social responsibility (CSR) is directly related to general attitude and trust of consumers. And high level of trust increase consumers' word of mouth and purchase motivation. So therefore, building a good CSR image is related to consumers' purchase behavior, and GLX has to pay special attention to the CSR impact of the plant consolidation in order to maintain a good CSR image. And now we're going to discuss several CSR impacts and aspects. So first of all, we will look into the environmental impact of the GLX plant consolidation. And the New South Wales Environmental Protection Authority (EPA) state that any willful violation of the POEO Act can incur up to 5 million monetary fine, which is sky high to any corporations. And also, offender may be ordered to pay for victims' compensation or environmental restoration or any specific environmental protection activity. GLX may also face endless civil litigation with sky-high legal expense, and the EPA encourages civil enforcement, which means that any environmental group can bring proceeding to the court for an order to restrain a breach of POEO, regardless of any current environmental harm. Actually, GLX can respond by establishing waste processing facilities, but that may incur millions of investment and extra costs for maintenance and operations. Also, it takes time to set up, and the risk of litigation is still there prior to the establishment of the facility. So now we will look at the social impact on Newcastle community with the closure of our plants there. And actually, it is expected to lead to any community economy downturn, unemployment, which was found to be short-term for qualified worker, but for older and also less qualified workers, this impact can be long-term. And also the crime rates may increase after closure of the plants because of the idleness of workers. And there are sort of solutions help to solve the problems. First of all is a well-communicated layoff plan with both employee union and also the council. And this allow long notice period, set a tone, deliver consistent message, and ready to help the workers. And also, GLX can fund community and council to help workers, like conducting kind of workshops for interview and also providing psychological support. And also, GLX can offer transfer rights, placement assistance, and severance pay to valued staff in order to retain them within the group. Now we will take a look at other non-financial implications of the plant consolidation. First of all is the outsource option. And the drawback of outsource option is the extra resources that may lead to control the quality of our product. And it's difficult to monitor and manage any outsource manufacturer's CSR practice. We have no idea on what kind of suppliers they go for and how they take any precaution on the CSR performance. And one may also worry about domestic labor impact. In fact, study shows that pricing and quality are the major factors for affecting consumers' behavior. And those patriotic behavior mainly refers to older people and also with blue-collar occupation. And it's a good opportunity to strengthen GLX CSR performance. We can redesign MD's non-monetary CSR incentive in order to encourage the CSR performance and to reinforce the trust with customer by establishing a positive CSR image. So our recommendation finally is to close Newcastle plant and move to Melbourne. And the pros for this option is to avoid penalty and litigation expense incurred by environmental issue, avoid extra resources required to manage waste discharge, and we can have a better quality control and governance on product production than outsourcing, avoiding any risk imposed by outsourced manufacturers' CSR misconduct, and more flexible to drive CSR strategies with sole entity than linking with any other outsourced manufacturers. And the only drawback is the negative social impact on Newcastle community. However, we believe that it is manageable with a proper plant closure strategies that we have discussed before. So the final decision, the final recommendation is that we propose to close Newcastle plant and move to Melbourne.